battles, we're fighting words. This is war. This is what you asked me for. This is war. And my words are the sword. Word sharp is nice to cut me up and tear me apart.
Hello, everybody. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? We're getting a little set up here, but we're about ready to go. Got some background music, so stand. Let me lower that a little bit. Hope everybody's well out there. I saw Guiding Coin online a moment ago. If you stepped away, that's all good. It was good to hear you. Good to see you, fellow Cuban brother. Hi, Marlo. How you doing? We're on a building stream today. We're building one of the Gundam models I got from Japan from last year, and then once that's done, we'll be finished up with them. Unless I get more. But don't tell my mom that one. Here, let me go ahead and turn off the music for now. Besides, this is all the opener stuff. What's up, Lazy? Hope you're well. Hope everything's going well over on your side of the Americas. So, to kind of go over everything, as I kind of just said, if you've been following me for a minute, you know I'm an avid collector and builder of Gundam models. Specifically, so far, anything that's kind of just like rings a bell or like unique to me in terms of my taste is not. I'm not a committed like particular series. Although Gundam Wing is my ultimate favorite, I would also argue that I'm an aesthetics pleaser for a lot of Gundam models. Although the ones I've picked up so far, apart from a few commissions here or there, they've been relatively stuff I have connected with to some degree. It's like from Gundam Freedom, I said already Gundam Wing, and then again, one day I'll kind of just go through the whole list of the Gundams maybe that we've touched in terms of series and whatever models I got, and maybe even do some reviews of how well they kind of came out as build. But today, getting my little perk and coffee up going, we'll be doing this fella. So, if you can see that, this, my friend, is the Destiny Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny, which was the second version of that series from the Freedom series. You can see from the face it's one of the most unique that came out, because normally you have those two slits that come out in most Gundams. Does this one have it? No. This one does, though, I think. So, like, if you could see with the crossbow Gundam, we still got to do some painting and stuff like that with this fella. But he has those, actually, the light's not coming out well. Maybe I'll switch it to the craft screen real quick. There we go. So, if you see this one, this has those two slits down by its mouth. It's supposed to be like a mimic of the Japanese Mempo mask that they would wear when they're going to battle, when they go full armor. But that one does not. This one we're going to build does not. The other aspect of this one that's really cool, that's different from other kits, is this is a special edition kit. It doesn't actually say on this one. But when I bought this kit in Japan, one of the things that stuck out is the finish. Because there's a regular plastic finish that most of these kits come out with. So, like, this is just like regular reds and yellows and whites. This one, though, and let's pick a solid example. None of this is built yet. So this would be a pure build stream for today. But what you might not see here, and don't worry, I'll take some shots later when we do finish this to give like a nice presentation, but this is actually what's called a titanium finish. So a good chunk of this kit has this finish on it. So that's what makes this unique. And the box it came in was like, and you can usually tell when you go shopping in Japan or even here. Some places in America do have some special edition kits that you can acquire sometimes. You just got to look for them. They will actually have these black or grayed out boxes, which are basically a signifier of a special edition or something aesthetically, maybe not say aesthetically, but something special about it, right? Something special about it that makes it stand out from a usual kit. So that's what we're going to work on today. It is a high grade. It is a, it won't be any taller than this one or any of the other high grades. But there is this one, I would say, from just looking at it, has a lot going on as opposed to the last two builds we did on this channel. So we're gonna get to work on that. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how long this one's gonna take in particular, but I'm looking forward to it. So, let me show you the stickers too. This is all the stickers that it comes with. So you got some metal part finishing stickers, which, if you know me, you know I don't really have too much nice things to say about regular sticker decals on some of these. Some of this is already delaminating from even the sticker piece. So we might use some, we might use all, or any. There's got to be some bits to it that we could use, but we'll see. And these are the yellow titanium finish ones. It's like the way to describe it is kind of like a nice glaze. Yeah. Like, I would definitely be coating this to protect it more, but it will stick out like a lot by itself. So first, let's put some music on. Just something to get us in the vibe. Let's see. DMCA music for Twitch. I am on YouTube, so YouTube is not going to give me a problem. Let's see this one. Oh, that's a website. Fuck that. Let's try this lo-fi. Get some lo-fi in here. That should be a good vibe. It's now trying to send me to. I should sign in too, so that way it's like not. Sorry if I keep hitting the mic. Apologies for that. That way I could just not have commercials in between. But otherwise, I hope everybody's doing good on this Friday. Sign in here. There we go. Perfection. Perfection. Oh yeah, I should say also they gave me this in this particular box. They gave me this cardboard, and I'm not sure what it's for. I looked into the manual before, but it didn't show anything that stuck out, so I'm kind of confused. I don't know. We'll figure something out for it, if anything. But yeah. So is everybody excited? Everybody happy for the weekend? I am. Also, if there's any sound issues or anything where you don't hear the music or you don't hear me, just pop it up in the chat. I'm understanding. I'm cool. We'll try to fix things. Go do that surgery. Oh, by the way, if I haven't said it already, I mean, obviously you see the links, the hashtags for my channels that have content regularly. I'm staying away from TikTok. I typed something wrong in that one. I'll have to fix that. I'm just noticing that now. I apologize. Chat box. Stand by here, because there shouldn't be a C on TikTok. There we go. Okay, that should be fixed. Cool. So, anyway, as I was saying, We don't stream on TikTok anymore just because I don't want to go into that trouble of having TikTok disconnected once again and then having to wait and see and hope and pray that I can stream on there. So what we did now is that I still got the Twitch up, as you could see. And then there's also a YouTube option. Now, I do post the VODs on YouTube, but now there's a direct actual stream to YouTube. So you'll see this vertically. If you're looking on your phone, you can see the YouTube version pretty clearly. Otherwise, if Twitch is more of your thing, feel free to jump on the Twitch link. Those are my hashtags down below on this side and this side, depending on which way you're looking at it. And yeah, that's what we got. So, and I think there was another instructional in this too, but we'll worry about that, I think, a little bit later. Is it this one? Nope, that's a crossbone. I think I did them all, actually. But I am really excited that I'm almost done with these. I still got 2 more kits that have to be done down the line. They're not from Japan, but they're Gundam models. And when I say not from Japan, they're actually bought here or provided here. I got them as gifts, so that'll be a shout out when I do that one. So let's see. We're gonna go to. There's a lot of unique stuff on this one. Unique things going on with this one. So here, let me adjust this real quick. Might switch this to cardioid or omnidirectional. Oh, am I omnidirectional? I think I am. Actually, let's. There we go. Oop. There you go. You guys still hear me good? Forgive the popping. I'm just adjusting a little bit. Alright. Okay, so this is the first one that actually legs are being started on. So we're going to need B8 and F12 to go. So let's find those. Didn't actually quite see the runners. And again, this is going to be all chill vibes, so feel free just to have this in the background if you like. If you want to engage, feel free to engage. I'm always down for that. Answer, ask questions, whatever you like. Just give it a little sharpening. Actually, while I have y'all, since Guiding Coin was on Feist, I'm gonna give him a shout out. He does have a channel when they stream. Feel free to join them whenever you see them live, but give him a follow if you can. And then we'll be doing the same thing for Lazy in a minute, so just keep an eye out for some shout outs here in between. So this one's F. Now where's my B? Oh, this is gonna be nice. So this is one of those, and forgive me, I said high grade. This is actually a real grade. So these are the ones that are supposed to be more realistic as well as more in-depth in details for a small kit. So it'll still be about the height of the high grade, but it's going to be more finely detailed. So like this whole set, this frame here is just the body. The inner like skeleton, if you will. So that's exciting. So B8. Oh. Come on, you. There we go. Sometimes you gotta be more hard on these plastics. one. So like this is a black frame, right? But it has like a chart. I mean, it's all titanium finish as it's like titled in the thing, but it kind of has like a nice charcoal like lacquer finish. I really like that. Oh, I'm just noticing. Let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, there we go. So like with this particular frame, you might see a lot of moving. Don't worry about that. Sorry, still a lot of sound in my background. So you'll see like this ball joint already moving, even though I didn't snip this off. That's all right because this is how these particular runner frames are supposed to work. Like they actually are meant to be articulating as a fixed set together. Nice little cleanup here and there. This is all going to be covered in, but I just want the parts to fit in nicely. Interesting. I only clipped a few spots, and this has a lot of flashing. Let's take this one out just in case if I need it for a heavy duty cut. Oh, you know what I should have? Let's have this at the ready. Just in case, because now we're talking finishes on this one. So this one could be, when it comes to stuff with a certain type of finish on these plastic model kits, you sometimes have to be careful because you can lose a bit of that finish when like you're cutting nubs and stuff. So that's where certain techniques start coming into play. So like this one, I'm using the draw file technique. And that one blends in very nice. And of course, anything that needs correction, I'll do correction down the road. So this one goes. Is that under? It looks like an under. Oh, this is. Yeah. It's supposed to pivot like that though. That part of it, I'm not sure. Because there's this gap. Okay, I think I'm gonna have it the wrong end. That's fine. There we go. That looks more flush. So we need 2 of those done, so we can get the other one out. this is flashing. So I feel like this is one of those older real grades. So there was a time where the older real grades were questionably terrible. This could be one of those in terms of quality. We'll see. I'm not going to make judgments yet, but there's that chance. Like, there was a certain year where they started pivoting. I think it was in 2012, I think, from what I remember, where they started constructing and creating these plastic models that were the real grade series better. Because, like, the old ones, they either broke up easy or they had a lot of, like, nubs and ends. So I feel like this is one of those. Or at least there's a chance of that. It's like, look, I only cut like 3 spots realistically from this piece with the nippers. And there's a lot of flashing. There's extremely a lot of flashing from when they created the mold. Again, I'm not going to judge it off the bat, because maybe it'll be one of those where it actually is okay for me. And if it's not, that's a fine too. We'll just fix it as we come along. Point is, don't stress yourself. Just turn that over here. Brush. Yeah, but don't stress yourself about those things anyway, because when you start becoming stressed out during these builds, the quality is going to show in when you're building. I'm gonna make one adjustment real quick to this. Configure video. Yeah. Okay. Let's do custom. Just stand by. We're still gonna be okay. Oh, hold on. Wrong end. I remember how to do this now. Let's try linear. Give it a little zoom. Let's try narrow. There we go. There we go. I like that better. So we got those two done. We need to have D1 runner, D1 and D2 runners, and Echo 1 and Echo 2 runners. So let's see what those look like here. This is G, but it's none of the runners I already touched. I need to go to, these might be whites, I think. Yep, they're whiteys. So it's one of these. I think you can see the finish a little more significantly on this runner because of the white. It sticks out a lot more. So, like, it's very polished out, shiny, which is all the more reason to be careful with these. So we need this part. So that's 12. There's another one out there I need to grab. When you got the special finishes on these, you see how there's a little gap between between the nub end and the end. When you got finishes like these, cut further away first. Then go in with your finer nippers. So like these are my good nippers, and these are my rough nippers. So these are good to pinch like the heavy duty material. This one's good to cut the more finer material because it's sharp enough and razor thin. The catch about these God hands is that, and yes, they're called God hands, they're going to be very fragile. So don't cut into anything overly thick. Because what will happen is you can bend that nipper out of shape and you lose your nipper basically. I think this is the other one, huh? Oh no, this is 8. My bad. Oh, hold on. I see the other one now. It's this tiny runner. There we go. So yeah. Nip it. So see how, so watch as I go. Here, okay? You see here, I'm gonna nip it from this end first. This is not to cause any stress. Now, the white pieces should be pretty straightforward, simple, and you should never see that stress marks on white. Play it safe either way. Let's find the E's. I have a wager that's this blue here. No, that's not the blue. Ooh, I gotta say though, look at this blue and look at this blue. That's actually pretty nice. It's all on the same runner too. I really appreciate that. Ah, here's the E. So it's the red one. So I need to grab a couple of things here. So I think it's, so this one, and where's 9? Oh, here. Okay. Now the reds and blues, you should, they're more susceptible to what I was just saying. So definitely hit them further away. And again, we can go back into them to clean it up. And then use that draw. Hi, Amy. Hope you're well. Hope the kitties haven't been bothering you too much. Keeping you nice and busy. Yeah. Oh, I like that emote. I like that little emoji you got there going on there. Ooh. Call of Duty. On my end, it's Call of Booty because I was going through so much lag on that game, girl. You had no idea. I played the first round. I was in like top 4. And then lag crazy even though there was nobody in my house and any fucking thing. And I was playing solo. I was so mad. I did finish the campaign story though. So at least I tried it. But that's what I get for trying it through the Xbox Game Pass. Because I feel like there's just so many problems with the Xbox Game Pass. When it's on PC. Oh yeah, good luck with that. You just take your time and do what you got to do with those. It's not. You should. The one thing I learned with that is just don't rush them. Okay, so you see how this one? This is the nub on the back end where we didn't cut from. So if I'm not careful enough or I cut too fast, I'm gonna stress it. Kind of cautious. Yeah, so while you're playing, feel free to just enjoy the little vibes I got going on. But if you do want to play like Rivals or something in the next few days, I'll be free for the next 3. Just FYI. Or Overwatch. Have you done some work on that one? Because they got the new skins. All right, that should be a little more reassuring, honestly. Well, it's like I told you before, it's basically Overwatch. You just got to know the mechanics, I think, more for the characters themselves and who their counters are. I gotta say, though, Dave has been killer every time I've been playing with him on that one. Yeah, see how that stresses? That's the problem with some of these finishes. You see, in this case, to me, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of noticeable. That finish, like damage, and there's not much you can do because they didn't so you can tell this is an older kit because there's no undergating. New kits have undergating where instead of like right here, let's use it with this knife. Right here, the nubs are down here, where it's concealable. Like you don't even have to do work apart from maybe like some filing like what I'm doing. But on the other side, which actually, but let's put that in. Let's see how that's gonna look. Okay, so they flip it up. Oh, go right here, I think. Oh God, hey, hey, how you doing, man? I was watching your stream last night. I was lurking though, so I apologize. I apologize if you didn't notice I was there, but I was watching you doing your power washing stuff. Hope you've been well tonight. Like I said, Amy, just take your time with it. Practice. Have fun. As of course, have fun with it too. Oh no. You won't see any raging from me tonight, though, man. Dude, if I rage on this shit, man, I'll probably fuck this kid up. Yeah. I gotta. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta do the lurking bit. So again, I'm not sure if Lazy's streaming yet. He does normally stream, but he will most likely today, because I think he does it every day. And then I'll get you a shout out into King Ace. No, Amy, I know. Like I said, just if you're playing, just do your thing. As long as you're enjoying the vibes here and there, I do appreciate the support, regardless. And I think I did pretty good in terms of time for you guys on across the pond this time around. I actually streamed a little bit earlier than 6 o'clock our time. I got it. Hey, Dream, how you doing? You slipped right between Amy and Ace. I almost missed you there. How you doing, boss? Yeah, we're gonna get Lazy a nice little vacation, but we're gonna keep him working. Get him away from Rocket League for a while. That way he can be nice and refreshed. 10:38. So that's not a bad time, especially if it's Friday. So that's pretty good, I would say. Because I was running into... Because I have a couple of folks here from We're just saying what's up, and we're giving you the shout out, Lazy, and we're gonna have you go on a vacation eventually, bro. We're gonna go on. King Ace is saying he needs a vacation. Let's all go on a vacation, man. Lazy's like Beetlejuice, bro, just not without the black white pinstripe suit. Okay, the nub damage here is not so bad. Still gotta be careful. Let's have a vacation in the UK. Even me and Lazy. We'll meet up with King Ace and we'll go to Spain or something. Amy, you could come along if you like. Lazy man. I don't know about paying for a vacation, bro. I mean, I don't know about that. I heard you were the rich man here. I'm just along for the ride. Maybe if I become like most critical famous, then I'll start paying for everybody's vacation that I know. Yeah, the damage is not too bad on this one. The red actually does pretty well. Just low filing there. Hell yeah. So you're not gonna adopt me, Lazy man? Is that what you're telling me? You're not gonna adopt me, and I'm not gonna be one of your kids? I mean, I'm not Filipino at heart, bro, but how far difference is a Cuban from a Filipino? Let's say that. We both got good food and everything. There you go. I knew you were gonna laugh at that one. By the way, is the music in the background coming out pretty good? I hope. Like, I'm not one of those that like to hear myself talk and just talk, but as long as there's a good lo-fi going on in the background. Cool. So one of the things for this kit, because of that special finish, is that we're gonna definitely need to put some top coat to take care of it. I'm down to do karaoke once in a while. I don't normally do it on these particular streams, just because there's a lot of focus I gotta do. Hey, Golden Ages, what's up? Let's see. I have done lives where I just sang my ass off and shit before. Though, that was what I was originally saying. Let's see. Oh, let's clean this out. Hope you're doing well, Golden Ages. You hanging out there, you know, living the good life on a Friday night or morning. Well, there's really no more mornings for Friday night at this point. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not sound like I'm rambling and shit. I thank you for joining us on this Gunpla stream. So just to recap on this is the Destiny Gundam. This is, I think, one of the older real grade model kits that they made back a few years ago. And I say that just because there's a lot of flashing on the Gundam frame that they built on the runner. So like I only cut like 3 spots of it, and there was still a lot of flashing in spots I never even touched. Otherwise, we're just starting with the legs, get the footies in. It has some nice colors going on, I would definitely say. I will say, once I finish building and putting stickers on and everything like that, it's definitely gonna need like a special coat topping. Like maybe I'll do a pledge coat or a glossy top coat, just so those imperfections don't stick out. Actually, the way this one kind of looks, it looks like worn damage. I kind of like that. I'll keep that in mind. Let me give you a good example, because I do appreciate kind of doing some education here. So, real quick, actually, let me get this guy in. Shit, because I'm giving shout outs to my buddies here. I am for dude. You should show that on the stream too. The group build, that'd be fun. That'd be good for you to post. So anyway, discussing flashing. This is not the one I was gonna pull out. Sorry, Golden. So for this particular kit, this is a real grade, right? And this is all like the skeleton bits for the actual model that we're going to be building. So let's say, for example, this piece right here. If you see that. So there's 3 cuts you got to make, right? So you got the one here, here, and here. Actually, no, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, with the older kits, and you'll notice this like anything before 2015. That's why I'm wagering this is one of those. Where when the mold is being created, because these are all plastic molds that they inject plastic in, and they create, and that's how these runners are created. That's why they have them on runners. There's an element called flashing, because it's basically the sandwich, right? And when you think of it as a peanut butter and jelly, when you smash a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's not going to all stay in the sandwich. Some of it's going to ooze out and stuff like that. So think of that as what flashing would be equivalent to in a kit. So it'll be kind of hard to see in this case. But so on that same piece I was just pointing out right here, see this white mark where I'm pointing at? That's basically flashing. It's not a lot of flashing, but that's where the flashing is going to appear, because that's the part of the plastic sandwich molding that's coming out. Now it's looking like that, so it looks like that because it's sandwiched out, flashed, and it wasn't cleared off. So that's why I would advise also, especially since you're newer to these things, whenever you get these kits of any kind, whether Bandai or another party, take your kits, wash them out in a lukewarm water, because then when you start cutting into these with a lot of flashing or little flashing, you're going to be balancing out. Let's say you're balancing out the pH level of the kit, because then once you put it in the lukewarm water, soak it, and you clean it out, think of it kind of like the blood coming out. Think of it like that. So it's like some leftover plastic that needs to stick out. So you will see that especially in polycaps. Is this my polycap? No. Actually, I think I have my polycap runner here somewhere. I should grab these two since I have them. Does this one have it? A little bit. So, like, if you're familiar with the polycaps, this is a used one that I already finished up. But like right here on this edge with the polycaps, that's flashing. But you can see noticeably on the end where they actually had the injection go through. That's a lot of flashing. So just keep an eye out for those. That's just a lot more cleanup we as builders have to do. But yeah, just wash your kits and it'll go a long way, I promise, in that regard. But anyway, let me get back into this. So we made the feet. And then we're gonna, so we built this part. We we built that part. I guess we're folding this over to 90 degrees. Yeah. Not a problem. If you have other questions, feel free to chime in with them as we go. Most of the time I'm doing these streams is just to kind of chill and just put them out there, just to get myself out there known and whatnot. I ain't ashamed to tell you that. Yeah, and you can just use dishwasher soap. I use like the ice cooler bucket, you know, like for beer and Coca-Cola and stuff like that. That's been my go-to for cleaning large boxes. And then just soak them in, and then use like a little toothbrush with medium to soft bristles, and just scrub and stuff like that. That should do the trick for starting you off good on these builds. E10 and 8. And then I was saying earlier with these finishes, clip them at the end for away from the actual piece. So where I'm cutting here, don't cut right there right off the bat. Cut further away. That way you don't stress the plastic. So, because even if you washed it in the lukewarm water and whatnot, there's still that risk of having stress cracks or stresses. And on colored parts of the kit, that's gonna give you a hard time. You're gonna have a bad day. Echo 8, like right here. Cut it from a distance. I have done a few non-Gundam kits. I don't think I've done a stream on them. And I do have like one model I kind of want to build that's not a Bandai kit at all that I want to do. So, like, and then I might do a request here or there. So, like, one of the ones I did, I actually have done 2 that I have on display somewhere, which I would have to grab. So I've done a Zoids kit, which was the Liger Zero kit, and I made that custom. And I can do maybe pull that out eventually if I need a little break, to show what that ended up doing with that. And then I did a Transformers kit of a Megatron. That was actually pretty cool, and I was really happy about that. That was from an ex. Don't want to give her too much of a shout out. But the principle's about the same. As long as they're plastics, just kind of go with that formula. If it's like wood or something, obviously you do different things. So the other model that I have that's gotta be built, I don't think that's a plastic. I could be wrong, but yeah. And then there was I should say technically wasn't a Gundam kit. It's a mimic of a Gundam kit, the Chinese ones. So I made that Moonlight Judge one, if you know what I'm talking about. I did that one a while back. That, honestly, in terms of artistry and appearance, that's not a Gundam. I was really impressed by that one. Because it was beautiful. It wasn't that complicated. It gave you a lot for your money. Like, I love that kid. Right, this is the part where I'm actually just nipping closer. But because we already clipped away from it the first time, you should see less stress. So now we should be able to do this pretty seamless. There we go. Don't cut it too fast. That might Well, I always loved Gundam, and I also used to love building Legos. So I would say that would be my entry to these things. And then I would want to say I was like maybe 10 or 11 when I was actually getting my first fake model kits that were Gundams. And it was, for the record, it was Gundam Wing, the show that I really loved out of everything. So I had like my first 3 little mini model kits that were Gundam Wing, and I built them and I liked them. I got away from it because then I got distracted with high school and other shit and other stuff like that, where I just didn't have the time. And then I got back. I went to Japan back in 2019, and I just got back into them because I started building them again. Once I found all these models that I was like, wow, what a great collection of things, and I can do this. And because I also have like my own little like workshop that I do other projects on that are not model related, and I had like all the tools. So I was like, okay, let me get back into this. So I bought like 8 back then. So I bought some high grade like Easy 8, the MK2. I bought a master. I did take the bite the bullet and get into some master grades early on. Right from there, they came out great. But I was learning between 2019 and 2021. COVID definitely gave me a lot of time to think on it, ponder. So yeah, and here I am today. I have like a large inventory at this point of kits that I've built. I won't even talk the money aspect, bro. I really won't, but just assume it's a lot that's gone into it over time. But I'm proud of it. I'm proud of being that kind of nerd, if that makes sense. This one again. But yeah, now we're in 2025. This is like my 30th kit, 40th kit maybe. I've made a few commissions here and there. Actually, no, not really. Once this kit's done, I really only have 2 Gundam kits that were gifts, and then non like model like figure model kit in general. I really don't take too much of a backlog. The most I have is like at the most I've had was like 5. But the thing is, I take my time with a lot of these things. So I'm definitely slower pace. Although since I started streaming these things, I will say I've been pretty quick. I will admit I'm probably going to go a lot slower, because on average for the high grades, in this case, I usually have done on average 4 hours per build. Oh, we gotta put the foot in the insert. There we go. But no, I've seen those backlogs. Like, people have a whole closet full of the model kits and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't even have space like that. My mom would fucking kill me. She gives me a hard time just when I have all these. It's like, we have no more room. Fix this out. Get my tiny fingers into there. Yeah, and like I said, you're gonna have these imperfections with these kits, this particular kit, because of how the undergating, there was no undergating done on this. If there was, I would not be having, so we'll just have to regloss them. But look at that, this is how the feet are the foodies are coming out. Pretty nice. Now we got to go back to the D runner. So we need to grab 10 and 11. And yes, and then to kind of go along the line of why I don't have a big backlog, I'm not necessarily just buying kits because they're there. No offense to anyone who does, but I do pick special ones. So like when I went to Japan this past year, this was one of them, where out of the thousands of kits that existed, that were on the shelves, you know, your Dogas, the new MGEXs, which I do have one MGEX kit, but besides the point, like I found this as a gem, because this, out of every store I went to, I did not see this one anywhere else. And I didn't, so therefore I didn't think anybody else would have this one. So that's why. So that's kind of my driver now. Like if I see a very impressive kit and it's something I felt capable of doing slash maybe wanting to modify to make it my own, that's what's going to drive me. I really like how I haven't done Penelope. The only reason I have it is just I think it's too big and I would not have a spot for it. Otherwise, the Penelope slash the G, the other one would be really cool to do. But I do like them. I would have loved to have done that maybe as a commission for somebody. But the entry grades, I'm so glad they created those, because for $10, you know, US, you can get into the hobby pretty easy without breaking the bank. Like if you wanted to upgrade from Legos, you could do that, and you can do so much with the entry grades too, I imagine, because all it is just a few pieces, but then you can do so much more because of its simplicity. I haven't touched any of the entry grades, but because I just want a little more challenge. And yeah, because they're entry grades, it's going to be more simple. It's going to be, it won't have that much definition. But that's why it's for that price. Oh, for any of the entry grades or the Penelope? Because with the high grade, from the entry grade to the high grade level, no, that's not a surprise to me that they don't have stickers. Because stickers cost money too. Like you go to the store to get a new brand sheet of stickers, I think they charge $10. Especially if you want the high quality ones, the water slide decals. Those, yeah. Those are. I will admit I'm also bad at eye stickers, and there's eye stickers on this one. I personally like to paint those, so I might do something like that here. Is this an undergate piece? I'll take a look at that later. Yeah, I'm personally bad with the eye stickers. I also don't like how they look. It could just be because I suck at putting them, because I got sausage fingers, dude. But I personally prefer to paint them. So I would put that black paint on the foreground, clear out the eyelets to put the white, or, well, not the white though, the green that's generally on there, or the blue. That could be part of this kit, this piece. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, this is undergating. Why the fuck did they put undergating on this but not anywhere else? That would have been fucking helpful. Fuckers. Here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Where's my knife? So see here? See these nubs right here? This is undergating. This is what the new kits. So now this is what this is telling me. This is that turn of the century piece, like model that they created. So this was part of the older kits, but then now what this does is, so they have the nubs, like, so you have the nubs here, right? When we say undergating, we're talking something that's concealable. So like see how on this piece the nubs are, when we do eventually cut into those, are gonna stick out. So we have to file those down. It's gonna look ugly and all that nonsense hubbed up. What undergating is basically referring to is the new technique of how they create these molds and runners. So instead of being out here, the undergating is done here, where the blade is going to be sticking out from now, if you can see that. So that actually provides a cleaner finish and look, where we don't damage the actual piece, especially with finish. They should have done that with the whole kit. So I see why there's a rarity of these. So now now we just cut in. Where's my, oh. Let's see. So yeah, so they can hide it inside the armor. Like once they put it on the model, it's kind of too late, you know? But it helps out a lot more. And so like if you buy anything 2014 onward, you'll see that undergating. That's going to help out a lot when you just build. Otherwise, and over time, you just got to, if you get the older kits, you just got to work for them. That's where you start becoming creative. So I'll just cut here with this chisel. Is there any on these? Yes. But yes, exactly. You hide it inside the armor rather have it stick it on the actual part of the armor that's going to be presented to, you know, on display. So now that I'm cutting, you can see the difference, like how much more flush the inside looks. There we go. Wands. Are you referring to files? Kind of like this? Standing files or standing sticks? I'll just wait till you confirm if that's what you mean. Okay, yeah. So that's gonna. I always recommend getting into that too, because what that's going to do for you is that. So you have those rough patches or those nubs you cut, or just in general. Files. We'll start with files. So like this file, I was using the clean and keep that flush the material down to keep everything leveled, right? And then when we talk, so you're gonna do that to use the files and stuff to clean and take off material. And these rules apply to like blacksmithing or woodworking, anything like that. So if you understand the principles of blacksmithing and woodworking, you're gonna understand this. That's where my background is coming from in terms of build and stuff. And then this is a pseudo sanding stick. It's a chopstick with sandpaper on it. But so like this is the sanding stick. Now, let's say this file, everything goes by grits. So let's say this file is at a 24 grit. So that what that's telling you is that you're gonna have a lot more material be cut and hogged out as opposed to finish. So you're using files and stuff that's 100, 240 grit and under to clean and hog out material. Sanding, when you start talking to sanding sticks, that's when you start cleaning up the piece to have it more fine detailed, more smoothed out and polished. So sanding sticks, when you hit, which they do have 24 grit to 24 to 240 grit to do the same principle, but when you hit 240 grit and above, that's when you start going into that sanding and polishing phase. Polishing phase starts at 600 grit. So this is a 600 grit paper that's on this thing. So when I get to it, I will be rubbing this sanding stick like so to smooth out any imperfections. And you go about that, you don't just stop at any particular grit. You work your way up. So if you're starting at a 24 grit, you're going to go up to as high as possible. Sometimes the perfect polishes exist between 1,000 grit, sometimes to 10,000 grit. Not every build you do needs to be at a 10,000 grit. You choose how far you want to go. But if you want a nice polished finish, you do up to 600 grit. if that makes sense. Alright, so we are going to, I think it's pieces that go like this. Okay. Yes, so that's how that looks. I'm gonna put this in. And sorry if I'm taking my time with this. Now, I am appreciating the questions, and you know, it's not often I get to talk to people about that. So thank you. To use on sharp unclean it. If you have sharp unclean edges, so let's say there was some stuff here, you can use a file. You can also use a chisel, like this is a chisel, and you just sharpen it down to a chisel point. And you get that at Hobby Lobby or something like that. Just be careful. But you can use the file for the sharp unclean edges. But I still would recommend file first, but then working with sandpaper or a higher grit tool to blend it out. Because once you do 24 grit to 120 grit, you're going to have roughness. Think of it as think of it as, so let's say the first phase is going to be grinding by comparison, so that way we could apply it to different walks of life. So grinding is when you're taking the material out or cutting any like significant imperfections. Then sanding comes in the next level. So grinding will do from 0 to 120. So let's say grinding is in that phase, and then sanding is going to be from the 120 to 400 grit. So you're still taking some material out, but now you're also trying to blend everything out at the same time. Once you hit 400 grit and above, that's the last phase. That's the polishing phase. So that applies to like how they make swords and everything like that. 400 grit and above, that's when you start going into polishing. So do model kits need polishing? Absolutely. So like there's some dry rough patches here. This is gonna need that same TLC at 400 grit and above. But do it gradually. Don't just do jump from 120 grit to 600 grit. It's not going to look clean. Look at that. We got some footies. Alright, now we're going to get into the right leg of Exodia. Maybe I should buy that next time. The Exodia builds. I think they have a kit like that. So we'll cut into this. We'll put everything into practice, I think. No problem, Golden Ages. I appreciate the questions. If you got more, feel free. So B2. There we go. So we're going to cut, like I said, here, here, here. Now again, with these real grades, they're exclusive to have this kind of model runner, because their concept is just building an articulating frame. So we're not building like all of the feet, like or the leg. Like the leg is going to be built on top of this. Yeah. So in this one, there was a couple cuts we got to do, but there's some flashing in between. So like here's a flash point here, here, here. For some of these areas. One. I'm not going to cut all the way into that one. Two. Here's another mark of flashing where it's sticking out. 3. So just cut them. Just pay attention onto the manual. Because if you cut something that needs to connect to something, you're gonna have a bad time. Wow, I didn't even cut that. Yeah, look at all that flashing there. So far, though, let me just remind everybody, thanks for coming on for sure. You know, joining me on the chill vibes and stuff. And again, if it's an inconvenience to be on Twitch or YouTube, feel free to join on the one or the other. A lot of these posts I do post on TikTok. I used to stream on TikTok, but with government regulations and stuff like that, I stayed away. I still have the account, but right now we're not doing any lives at this point through TikTok. So feel free to join on lives whenever I'm on through YouTube or Twitch. All the links, all my hashtags are down on the left and the right of the screen. Then we need F14. Let's see what we got. I really like how they made the black finish on these. So F14 and 13. So remember away. Oh, here, let's start with this one first. Other pieces of advice I would say. If you're tired during one of these builds, take a break. My longest build was probably about a year, and I had to take a break in between from that, just because I didn't want to mess up. There was a lot going into it, a lot of paint work, a lot of fine details that I had to create. So yeah, take breaks when you need to. Grab some water real quick. Thank you. I don't think I have them all though on there. I gotta make sure I do. Ooh. That's a note to myself. I gotta make sure I do post all the ones on Instagram on there. But I'm glad you found that. But I think that's a good chunk of them. I would definitely say my favorite ones to always kind of touch in terms of builds are the master grades at this point. The perfect grades are cool, but those are sometimes super expensive and space costly. So, but master grades I love like doing everything. The Synergy Stein was a fun one, in my opinion. That was a really fun kit to build. What was cool about that particular kit, when you buy it from the box, is that they actually include two versions of that kit build of that model there. So you can have the narrative like you from the movie, or you could do the Verka. So if you get into that one, I'd recommend buying the Verka box, because if you like either or, you have both options. But that was a fun one. The only thing I would say about that one was I really would have wished that they had more fluorescent effects to like the beam sabers. So like on that one I had to paint the beam sabers to give it a like UV light effect to it. Otherwise that was a fun kit. It was big pieces too. A lot of pieces, but big pieces. So yeah, we'll file these down. Give it a good finish. So the only one I need from that series though is the Phoenix, and I almost the Phoenix Gundam, which would have been awesome to have, but even today that's still pricey And what scares me about that one is the gold plating, because that's a special finish. Even though that's the standard finish for that model, it's a special finish. So like when you do filing on that one, it's very hard to get it right, because I also think that was one of the ones they didn't undergate, if I remember. So because they didn't undergate, you're gonna have a lot of bad nub marks on it. So therefore, the only way to fix that is to either re-gold plate the whole thing, which is a very expensive process, or getting a marker and try to match it up as much as possible. A lot of work on that one that I don't want to be doing right now. Also, given like how much time I have in between my personal life and streaming and filming, which is another reason I try not to have a backlog either. But the Synergy and the Synergy Stein were fun. The Synergy, the first Synergy, I almost fucked up one time. Because I basically did some things I was experimenting on and it didn't work out. And I basically had to take a whole finish off, a whole paint off, just to redo it. There's some details in this one. They can be intimidating sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's why, biggest important lesson, take your time, even if you get into the big ones. Like the Penelope one is a big model for sure. But when you get into the master grades and the perfect grades, or even the MGEX, you do not want to make mistakes. Because those mistakes can be costly, and then you have to start outsourcing to get maybe parts that you might not be able to get through warranty, which I've done a couple times. Alright, so then now, damn dude, didn't fuck up here. What's going on? It's just not going in. Maybe I gotta cut the. Hold on a second here. Because those pieces do not want to stay in. Might have to shave. Just take it a little bit. There's only one phase of it. I think it's gotta be this piece right here. Alright. Let's try this again. If that don't work, I might have to put some rubber cement. Nope. Rubber cement it is. Because it's supposed to connect. Oh, I didn't get to show you the effects. So what's really cool about these like inner frame runners, the articulation that's pre-built. So that's your upper leg, your lower leg, and here. There we go. So let's do a little bit of dabble. We'll do it from just a little dab. That should do the trick. those bolt areas. Yeah, that should do it. So I'll stay at least until we get to the next phase. Have you used rubber cement in Golden at all? Okay, so rubber cement is just basically glue. You just use the glue to weld and adhere stuff together. So this is the Tamio rubber cement. Very strong stuff. Don't use too much of it. Use it sparingly, wisely. But basically, it's going to weld plastic on top of plastic, or it should. Sandwich tweezers on it just to give it enough time to dry. I might have to do that to the other one, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna skip a few steps to go back, build that other piece so we can work on the other end, because if I'm having issues with both of those, I might as well go to the other side and work on that too. Super glue is good too, but the difference is the properties. So super glue is not going to necessarily super glue doesn't melt plastic. Rubber cement essentially does. So when you're applying rubber cement onto models, what you're basically doing is creating plastic welds from one part of the model piece to another. So like, let's say we did a plastic weld of the seam that's here, because this is two different pieces of this leg. I'm gonna bring it closer. So see how that seam is? Let's say you wanted to get rid of that. You would, or keep it, make it one solid piece. You would take the rubber cement, paint both edges of this piece and that piece, sandwich them together, and then they become homogeneous one piece. Well, it's doing that using the rubber cement part of the cement, but it's also using the plastic to help adhere. If that helped you answer that question. Super glue is just going to stick. It can be. It's not dangerous in the sense that it's going to hurt you, but that's a reason why I would wear gloves, because then long term you should have something to protect your hands. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a lot of cleaning. But that's why I use it sparingly. If you're not comfortable doing that yet, just use something a little more calmer, softer. You know. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make a recommendation. Where is the glove box I just had? I don't know where my glove box went. But yeah, make sure you get some good latex gloves. These are double lined, so I can cut and I'm not going to hurt myself. So that'd be a top tip there. But yeah, you can use super glue, because Tamiya cement or rubber cement in general can be also costly. That's why a lot of people, if they're beginners or want to save money, they don't do rubber cement for that purpose. But rubber cement goes a long way in terms of creating some very impressive builds. I keep hearing a boo boo in the background. That's making me nervous. Cut here. One up here. But don't be afraid of the rubber cement necessarily. Just be cautious with the rubber cement because you don't want to make a mistake. Same with the chisels. Whatever knives or X-Acto knives you use, just be careful. You don't take your time with things. Not every cut needs to be a perfect cut. The goal is to build the item, not deform it. I'm gonna use these nippers just to save myself some time. And to just point out to me also, by the way, I should probably have said this earlier, but if you ever see me go off frame too much for what I'm doing here, just let me know. I'd rather know and fix in the moment than go after the fact. Especially in your case, since you're kind of watching what I do. Don't call me sir, I'm too... I want to still feel young, man. Now we'll do the same thing here because I already know I'll be running into those little problems. Right, yeah, there. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I messed up. Wrong way. That's fine though. Get back in there. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Please. Ugh. See how it's like fighting? So this is where we're now going into like one of those high level builds, because even though it's a real grade, which is technically a high grade, just a few more finite pieces, we're going into like when it comes to the old kits, there's a lot of things we got to do to kind of make sure we're correcting in the moment. Sometimes you could just build straight up and fix them there, but not always. I don't feel like that's always going to be the case with these kind. Oh, kicking action. Yeah. So you got bending action. If it wants to bend. Oop. Or split. There we go. I'll put it on this side. Then we'll do the sandwich technique with the tweezers. I feel so. And the nice other thing about rubber cement, it doesn't have the dry time is a little bit slower because super glue goes real fast. I should have said that. I just thought about that now, but it goes a bit slower, so you have more time to correct the mistake, and I think that's really important to know. with the difference between super glue and rubber cement. Because rubber cement, when you start it, you have at least 10-20 minutes. Super glue, you have maybe 5 at most. I can't really say less than that because it's just also depending on temperature, humidity, and stuff like that. So that's another thing to note, take the difference on. Okay, now we can go to the next piece, F11. What the fuck is going on outside my room? F11. Oh, these pieces. Gonna go on the back of the leg from what I see in the manual. At least until I know what I'm working Having the toothbrush also helps, just because, like, see how the rubber cement was kind of sticking onto my glove? It was sticking onto this part of the plastic, and since I have a lot longer work time, I can clean it out quicker without losing the adhesive or whatnot, or the finish. There we go. So this goes. Oh, we're flipping that out. Okay. So it's like threading the needle. Where's that going below? That's below. Okay. Nice. Nice. So we're actually building the leg on top. I'll just go ahead and do the other one. Oh, too low, too low. Come on, boy, get in there, get in there. Fit in. There we go. Now, just clean off my paper a little bit. Okay, well now we're getting back into some colors again. So we got some D's, which is the reds. No, the whites, and then the F. Again, okay. Dude, Golden, and thanks for the follow. I just saw that. And thanks for sticking around. If you ever have more questions, just feel free to jump on, hit me up, shoot me a message. And then I do have these VODs saved onto YouTube at some point, and they stay on Twitch for like 2 weeks or so. So feel free, since you had to go, just keep an eye out. Just look for the YouTube, the Facebook, and they'll be posted on there, the full. Like, and again, if you have questions, just feel free to ask. The community at large is definitely there. I'll definitely be there. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. D4 and D6. Once I get to a certain level with the slaves, I'm gonna take a little break. That way, again, this is one of those where I'm taking my time. Any other ones on here come out? No. Where's 6? Oh. See, I really appreciated that one from Golden. Like, he not the follow itself. Like, having the follows are always great, but the fact that, you know, there's some guy out there who wants to learn, asking questions, that's the way to go. Hell yeah. Because what if it's your kid, right? Like, they wanna learn how to get into this. Like, what is your kid? They want to get into this and they don't know where to begin. You know, and they come off for Legos and stuff. That's why Twitch and YouTube is really good for learning like that. Like, you can't. There's schooling. School doesn't do this for you, right? It's the clubs and the hobbyists that give you this kind of education. Nice and clean, honestly. Which one was the one I was working on first? So, this one goes in like so. Then the back end. Up or down. Interesting. Sorry, just checking messages. F. 5, F5. That is... Ooh, that's a tiny piece. So that's an exhaust. I don't think this is asked for stickers, right? No. No stickers yet. Ooh, careful. Don't. Oh, so that little pig thing is for this exhaust thingy. Interesting. So, how do I go about sandwich this? Okay. Tweezers in. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. There we go. Okay. Next. Oh, we're pulling up the A pieces. Looking forward to that. But first, let's get D5. D5. be honest. I don't know how long I've been streaming because my timer's not working. So, we're going to nice, beautiful pieces. Really looking forward to that. 6. There we go. Despite this being finished a certain way, there's a lot of painting opportunities. I will say that. Where's this piece go? To here? It does, but it has to connect to these first. That's one side, where's the other? Oh, I did that one. It's this one. That's gonna be an imperfection that sticks out, but that's what happens when you don't have proper undergating. So 1, 2, 3 looks like this, right? Just gonna put them in here. Put that piece in. Yeah. I need to cut this lip. I'm gonna leave it on for now, just to see. There we go. I'm really liking how that's coming out. Give me one sec. Sorry about that. Hopefully I wasn't making everybody wait too long there. So, still a couple more pieces to go on this leg. But it's actually now getting into the fold where we're building the actual full leg. So we're going to start seeing some results. So A, we need A895 and another D. Actually, let me grab the D. Grabbing the D sounds very wrong. I do apologize. And if I keep flicking the mic, I apologize for that too. So we need 9-8. Oh, and 5. 5 from that. I'm disappointed we're not quite into the blues yet. I really want to see how they stick out. Yeah, so we'll get this one. It's a beautiful finish, I will say. That titanium that they did. It's not real titanium, but because it does make the edges stick out a lot more, like as if it had like a chrome polish. So I see why it's called a titanium finish. Is it still corrected though? That's the question. Because I'm not a painter. In that regard. Nice and clean. I'll have the other edge do. Nice slow roll. Oh no. Did that. Did that. Did that. Okay, we can put it together now. So we're turning this forward now. This way. And then is this A5? No, I feel like this is A5. The picture kind of looks a little bit wonky for this part, but come on then. Oh, wait, how high are we going? Higher, I think. Oh. Then. Okay, the thrusters are kind of a modular build. Okay, so you're gonna do this. Boom. Hides them, I suppose. In a way, it almost looks like you don't need to panel line this necessarily. Because the way the titanium finish comes out, it looks like it's already panel lined because the details pop out already. You know what I'm saying? Should I? That's part I don't know. Maybe on these bigger pieces, but I don't know. Maybe not. There's some bend action there. Alright, a few more pieces. Ooh, we're going to different colors soon. So grab one more A4. So that's one. Did I touch C yet? No, I haven't. Hey, we got the blues going. So we need C, 9, and 10 to close it. So 9 and 10. Okay. This is where we're gonna gauge the finish on the blue, or at least the dark blue, because the light blue is different. But the light blue is only for the saber piece of the Destiny Gundam. And the saber is gonna look amazing. I've seen, like, if you ever watched the show, the saber is like one of the best looking swords out of any like Gundam series. Ooh. Touch anything, did I? Ooh, okay. So, and then we need G. Which one's G? Now that's the part I don't know. Is this G? I'm gonna say no. That's not the G. But this G is actually the rocket launcher pieces, if I remember. Once it all comes together, it's gonna become amazing. So, okay, this is G. So it also has a titanium finish, but it's less charcoaly, I would say, than the other black pieces we were pulling out. E25 is this. So this glistens less. So there is a lot of color separation between the parts. I will appreciate that. We'll definitely take a break after this leg is done. We'll put this in first. I would say so. Goes into that top bracket right here. Yeah. And we're going to these. A draw file technique on this one, but actually it's not going to stick out too much because it's going to hug the walls of the actual like leg, so that's going to be good. Give it a nice cleanness though. So this side goes in. Oh, whoa, take it easy, take it easy. Ooh, that blue does stick out gorgeously. It's harder to see the detail though, I can tell for that one. The question, though, I come to ask myself now, should I do it with the Tamiya panelizer? Because I feel like that would corrupt and ruin the finish. So maybe it should be a Gundam marker paint? Maybe? And I just hit it with a high grit sandpaper. That's going to be the next question. Some piece of it is sticking out still. Whoa, whoa, whoa. pièce de résistance.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Oh, there we go. There we go. And then look at that. Beautiful articulation and everything. I'm loving this one. So far. I only got the one leg, right? But that little nub I gotta get rid of. Look at that. That came out great. Just that leg alone. I still haven't done the other one completely, but man. I mean, granted, you have those nub marks that are gonna that are gonna ruin it, but still good. I don't know though if I need this piece, this nub that's right up there, because it didn't show in the manual necessarily. So, okay. But then with the thruster out. All right, so we're not done with the stream yet, but I am going to take a little break. Get some more water, fluids in me. Use the restroom. We'll get to leg 2 next. What's the next piece? The waist then comes up next too in this manual. So this is one of those. These are one of the few manuals that actually start feet up, because if you know the high grade kits and the master grade kits, a lot of their manuals actually start head down first. So that's a different take. That's a different way about going about things. So, all right, but yeah, let's still take that 15-minute break. I would say 10-15 minutes, give it a take. We'll do that. We'll come back to the other leg and waist. I know the stream was going a bit long, so we might stop it at the waist, and then we'll do it maybe tomorrow, the second stream, I would say. I feel like that would be a good idea. But how's everybody doing so far? Everybody doing good? Enjoying the vibes? Yeah, I think that's a good plan. So, those who are just joining, you know, who may or may not know me, my name is Wolf King on here. I go by Mikkel on some other channels and websites that you might have seen. Just transparency. I do video games, crafting streams like so. So I'm building model pieces like this and kits, full kits. And I do travel, so I am trying to do some traveling down the road in terms of maybe some streams. We'll see how that goes. But hopefully everybody's enjoying, and if you're liking what you see so far, please follow, like, and subscribe, especially if you're on YouTube, or just give us a follow here on Twitch. But we're gonna take a 15-minute break. I'll leave the music in the background going to keep the lo-fi vibes going. And yeah. Once I'm done doing what I'm doing, we'll get back into this. See you guys soon.
First flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okie doke, I'm back. I think the YouTube stream disconnected. But the Twitch is going. And again, I'll still put the VOD out. That's very disappointing though. It is what it is. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I get the logistics and concepts of doing multi-platform streaming, but when you got a lot of barriers like that, it makes it harder. And for the record, this is not beer. This is RC, Royal Crown. If you're from the Midwest, you know. Yeah. Better than Coke, in my opinion. Oh, this actually tells you a picture of how this goes. So, for that thruster piece, I think. Oh, it's in Japanese, a lot of fluidness. Wait, so... Ah, so that sticks out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Onto this leg. We already did some work up to here, so we need to just work on that. Looks like kind of have a mesh going on here. So I'm gonna put all that back in. So far, though, I don't think I came across anything that needed stickers. But, yeah. So, we need the D's. I think I did all the D's on this one, though. No, I have D13, 4, and everything here, so... Too, because I know I need that. And 6. Didn't grab 6, did I? There we go. I didn't grab 5, so I need the 5 on this one. I got 5 on it. Bit. I know it's hard to see the black stuff, but yeah. There we go. I should white it out a little bit more. Oh no, perfect. We're fine. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I'm seeing. So this part wasn't undergated. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of pieces that were undergated here. They could have just committed in the phase of it all. Okay, let me go back to this one because that clearly now wasn't undergated piece. There we go. Wasn't a tragedy, right? But still, now that I know, we got that taken care of. I'd rather have that. Okay, so 10 and 11, and then we gotta pull out 5, 4. Actually, all these. Sorry if I'm burping a lot too. If you hear that on the mic, I'm sorry. I'll just clip these now just to have them ready. And that's the other good thing about this. Once you know your processes for what pieces you got to cut out and look for, everything starts coming faster because now I know what I need. So I could take out more, take less time on it. And this is what makes a few of these builds start becoming faster. Again, I'm still gonna take my time more with this one because the specialness of this one. I know there's more. I forgot a few, but I'm gonna work on these for now. I wonder if I should. No, I don't want to love those just because the way the reel grades with this articulation aspects, there's not that many spots you want to really plastic well unless it's absolutely necessary. Why is that ridge higher? Sounds off about this one. Because I should have been able to. Too tall, I think. So it should be right about there. Yeah, so now that's a little bit. What the fuck? How did they? Thankfully, it's a smaller bit. Here, let me finish cutting these real quick, and then I'll get back to it. So I did something. Thankfully, it's at this phase, not like where everything's like glued together or some shit like that. Come out. There we go. So it came out as one piece. Do that. But yeah, so it's something. That's the right side. The level should be about there. Okay, something's up, dude. Like, because look, if it's gonna stick out straight up, why does it keep going that height? I didn't adjust anything to the sense. What are you doing? What is it that you're doing that's causing me this problem? It's pivoting from the front, right? Then okay, let me go back and see what the fuck happened. Look how this is resting. That's not resting the same way. is higher. It's higher for some reason. What the fuck is going on here? Look at that. I think I know what it is. One of these doesn't belong. I gotta take this one out. Because one is supposed to stick out over the other. So let's see. This one goes here. And now it's actually protecting the leg. I understand now. Okay. So now, when I do this one, yeah, there we go. With all my finagling though, it probably makes it imperfect. I got it though. I got it. Oh. Hold on, sorry, just checking the messages. But I kind of just needed to escape that for a minute just because that was messing me up there. But now that we solved that problem without causing issues. But look, that's a learning lesson. That's why I say, take your time. Don't do something drastic. Because if I glued those pieces, it would have been all over. 100%. Okay, so I got the A4 cut. Right? Actually, I gotta finish it. I'll show you from that. Since I have it here. And then I need the G and the C's. But the C's are these. Which is that beautiful blue. Oh, thick. Then from there we'll get to the waist. Then we'll gauge how far much more we gotta go. G is this one, right? Yeah, G was this one. I cut into it this way. Yep. So G, C, and yep, perfect. So let's clear this one up. Do I see any of my people on? Yeah, no. I'll find something. I'm just thinking long term if anybody wants a raid. I don't think anybody I know is on yet. Only ones I can raid are people that are already known. That's great. These were a lot of undergating too. So the blue's great. The white is not though, and the red. And I don't understand why they went through all that. Could have just done that across the board. That'll be my biggest pick on this kit so far. It's a gorgeous blue on this. Perfection. Then got two legs. And we corrected an error that almost would have been a long-term fail on my part. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The color separation and everything looks fantastic on this. It really does. Like, to see the nub marks and everything on my end will bother me, but I think overall, it's everything else sticks out about it, making it the back of my mind, honestly. So I'm really happy that's the, that's the way this is going. But look at that. Like, and there's no panel lining on this. This is just straight build. But the way they accentuated it with this titanium finish, straight from the kit, straight from the box, like you would think it was almost done. That's amazing. That's really amazing. So that's the legs. Let's try to get this waist going. Get snatched. So let's clear out all this. Otherwise, I hope everybody's still enjoying the vibes and everything going on. We got the lo-fi music going. We had a, teaching lesson from, everything's coming out great. And now we go to the waist unit, which will be very simple, honestly, but still important because it's going to bring the legs together and it'll help us start working on the waist. So this is going to be our waist piece. Only a few snips here and there. Looks like it has some plugs. Look into that in a minute. Let's see, so let's clear some of those cuts. 1, 2, 3. Piece here, 4, 5. So we gotta turn some things 90 degrees and stuff. Oh, hold on. There's like a little nip we gotta cut here. Like cutting the red wire. That's still a little bit noticeable, but we can cut that out once we turn. There's some of those flashings I was talking about earlier. So let's go stand up like this. I'm only pivoting it sideways. One. 2. Okay. Now where's this piece from? Oh. Nothing is moving. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now that we twisted it, let's just curve this out. Those are no. Next, we need D23, Echo 18, and Charlie 1. Charlie 11. What the fuck am I saying Charlie 1 for? Pardon me being stupid. So we got that nice blues coming out again. We still haven't touched all this blue, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I really am. Oh yeah, at this point I'm believing all the blue, or at least most of the blue parts are coming out with undergating at this kit. So this is definitely when we're turning from just putting the nubs right onto the plastic parts that are pretty and having to do extra work, and then switching to undergating. But they didn't commit with this kit. That's the thing. Red, and we need the D, but D1 for sure. 23 is this one. Too. So we'll build the front guard, the waist. Clear out the nubs here, otherwise it's not going to fit right. This one? Look at that. So I'm gonna grab an A piece. Is that really gonna stick out? Now we can put this in. So this goes in first, like so, and that. Then don't know why they chose a white piece for that piece, but and then cut these out. This is the flaps. Let me wipe off this real quick. Let's grab those A's, get them out the way. A27 and 28. Oh, no, not 27, 28, 26, 27. Those are going to come into play later. I'll figure out what those two are going to go into in a minute. Oh, come on, man, really? Now it looks like it has undergating on this shit. Yeah, there was a slight. So it's some white pieces that actually get the undergating treatment, the others don't. And they could have really done well, especially when they were going to make this a titanium finish version of this model. Come on, man. Or at least when they released the titanium finish, we're like, okay, you know what? Let's create brand new runners for the special edition where undergating is on the entirety of this model. Like, now the waist is gonna look great. I won't really have to do much with the waist, no lie. But the feet, I'm gonna notice shit. Well, so far the feet, I don't know about the arms, but I'm assuming there's some stuff going on with the arms too. Interesting. I'm gonna avoid talking more on my runner complaints. My undergating complaints, because otherwise I'll be on a damn tangent. I'll just be assuming shit. Look how beautiful that comes out with the little undergating, with the undergating that's going on, and the titanium finish makes it look like it's accentuated already. You see the details sticking out. For real, man. Either don't do it or don't do it at all. Sorry, I'm just reading some messages. Oh, that's the DMC music. I was hearing that shit earlier. What the fuck? Okay. Hold on. We're turning the page. I'm not walking. Come on, Fitbit. Thinks I'm walking. I'm too fat to be walking, bro. Okay, so, okay. Please tell me that at least there's going to be undergating on that side too. That would piss me off if it actually didn't, and it did it on one side, not the other. So this is the back ends. I was kind of hoping to see the head come out. This build, but I'm not seeing that yet. I think I could do a few, like one more. We could probably do the chest, maybe. Get up to that phase. So, okay, these. Wow. Just partial fucking dude. Because they did it, they had it, the nub sticking out here, but then they'll put the undergating on this, on the tip. That's annoying. Look at that. Is it truly noticeable? No, because you're gonna have the. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it now, it won't be so bad because as long as these pieces are undergated, and they are. Thank Christ. That one didn't cut so good. I need to go with the cutter. This is the inside of the waist section, so you won't see that piece. Yeah, let me go and get the chisel. There we go. Whoa, whoa. Don't drop it. Come on. Come on. No. Behave. Should fix that, but and the waist is done. So that means is that really riding that high? That it's a different type of waist though, because look, you got that little gap here for some reason. I mean, we'll find out more as we continue building. But I do like the construction of how they actually created those little wedges for the skirts to pop in and out of and flip. I like that. I do like that. But that's our feet, legs, and waist parts of the unit done. And And again, I really don't think I really need to do panel lighting on this. And I'm surprised that there's no stickers needed. I'm really shocked about that. For real. Let's look at this here. This is the sticker sheet. And there's 1,000 fucking stickers. Unless all this is meant to be done in post. Right? But wow. Just wow. Definitely gotta say wow on that. Wait, a plane crash? Another one? Someone on Facebook just said another fucking plane crash. Oh my god. A small medevac plane crashes in dense Philadelphia neighborhood. Multiple. Oh my god. What? That's fucking crazy. First you had that one that happened in DC, now you got Philadelphia having a crash at a fucking mall? What the flying fuck? Literally.
Discovery Houston, trim to ATM.
How much time are we on? Because we're pretty far into this. Because we got this page for the chest. We go into the arms. The head is over here. So the chest is actually... The chest and arms is very deep into it. Then we have the backpack unit. And this is actually where we start getting to some stickers for sure. Yeah. Swords. Wow. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of stickers on this back page that are going to be touched up on. And this one's very detailed in this regard. So, and I don't want to exert myself. I'm kind of already feeling the exhaustion from focusing here, but because again, with something like this, you got to make sure you're not overloading and overdoing it. So, I'm really happy on the outcome on this for now. And I have a whole weekend ahead of me that I can continue on to this one. And it has been waiting since like November to get built. But it's getting there, and we're almost there. We're like halfway there. Or maybe 2/3 there if you count the backpack and everything. But we're getting there. So I think for now we're going to conclude this stream, and then we can reconvene at this one, the next steps tomorrow. And again, so far the streams I've been doing have been builds. They haven't been painting, they haven't been fine detail work yet. But I do finish this one up, I'm going to go back to all three, the U-Raven Gundam, the Crossbone Gundam, and we can actually start showing some paint work, marker work, some polishing work. Because I was noticing in post from the VODs is that because what I wanted to do when all these were done is do a showcase like video that's like 10-15 minutes of building as well as showcasing the actual model, right? But when I did the other ones that were done on streams prior, before like the setup I have now, I realized I really didn't have much material to work with. So I could still do a showcase bit if I wanted to with editing, but I'm gonna take more time with these and actually videotape more, so I can do nice, quick recap videos. Because these are VODs, and not a lot of people. By the end of the day, not many people stay and enjoy those, And there's nothing against them. You just want to get for the YouTube channel to get more traction. That's what I gotta do. But I'm glad I had a lot of interaction with everybody tonight. I'm glad for the new follows I've been getting for the last several months. So greatly appreciated that. I think with Golden Aegis joining us now in the fold as one of our latest followers, I think we now end up in that range of just needing 10 more, and then I can become, partner or affiliate. So I'm really excited for that to come. So I think what I'm doing is working, and I can refine myself as time comes along. I still have a crazy schedule to deal with, so bear with me on that before I can start scheduling streams. Once that schedule in the personal life is done, then we can actually have that conversation of how regular I do this, what days I do this, for both the crafting as well as the gaming, or whatever other VODs I come up with along the way. So yeah, very productive stream. Really like how this is going so far. Thanks everybody very much for your time today. We will go ahead and be signing off. I don't know if I'll do it right away tomorrow or maybe Sunday, but if you're following me, just keep an eye out for a posting for the Twitch going live or YouTube live. We'll try again with YouTube. I'll see what other fixes I got to do to make YouTube work consistently and matching, because I think it did end before this. And again, feel free to follow the YouTube, the Twitch, and the TikTok, which I'll have to fix. Ignore the C. I gotta fix that shit right away as I say that. Yeah, so follow the TikTok now, because now that's updated. And I will see you the next time, guys. Take care.